Bob Dean, the infamous nursing home owner, gets probation, 3 years probation, essentially walks. I don't understand that. Bob Dean had all these nursing homes. We're horrible as Americans compared to most every other country, how we treat our parents, our grandparents, the elderly, like put them in a box and forget about them because our life's so important. We got to live our own life. It's pathetic. Got to have a lot more respect for our elders in this country, especially our own blood, our own relatives. It's sick. So Bob Dean's running these half-ass nursing homes to begin with. His evacuation plan for a hurricane was totally half-assed, just winging it. Rents out or owns some big old warehouse that you would store, supplies in. It's not climate controlled. The roof doesn't apparently even hold back water, and puts like 800 elderly folks in this warehouse. Understaffed, not the right conditions, not the right power, electricity, water, everything. Just a nightmare. Several people died. Many almost died. Hundreds of elderly treated inhumanely. And Bob Dean walks. I don't get white-collar crime in New Orleans and Louisiana especially. I know it happens all across the country. But here it really seems to happen. I mean, Irvin Mayfield steals $1.3 million from the Orleans Parish public library system. So let's take it a step further. He's stealing from mostly inner city black children, little black boys and girls, 5, 6 years old to maybe 15, 16 years old, that are using the public library in a key stage, key part of their life to learn and improve their life after, childhood, adolescence, when they become adults. And this scumbag that is not liked at all by fellow musicians, the real musicians in town, don't want to work with him, think he's full of himself, overrated, all of this, bad vibe, obviously true. The guy's a deviant criminal. And not just like, taking a little cash, but like thinking he's wealthy and rich, going to these hotels that are out of touch for 99% plus of the New Orleans population. And then ordering $1,200 in room service breakfast, $1,200. Rich and wealthy people that have the money don't have $1,200 breakfasts. Not many. Wealthy people are like, that's absurd. Not doing that. But Irvin Mayfield does because it's someone else's money. Inner city black kids public library money. That's a fact. $1.3 million he steals. Gold-plated trumpet, Louis Vuitton bag, $15,000 to carry the trumpet. All this crap. Thinking he's wealthy. Stealing the money. He serves about 7 months in that Pensacola jail. That's, crawfish boils on the weekend, barbecue and steaks for the guards. It's a country club jail. You could walk right out. It's like that. You never would because you're at the country club jail, but you could walk right out. Easy street if you got to be incarcerated. 7 months and then a few months in a halfway house. And then crazy Zulu organization hires the guy for a party instead of some black musician in town or white, Latino, Asian that needs the money. That's a musician that works for the money. Hey, let's hire the criminal. No, but Irvin Mayfield gets off $1.3 million. I mean, if someone told you, seriously, here's $1.3 million. You got to spend the next 7 months at that Pensacola Country Club jail and then 3 or 4 months in a halfway house. I think more than 50% of the population, literally, would take $1.3 million. I might consider that. That's like you retire on that $1.3 million. So I'm going to the Pensacola jail for 7 months. I'm going to work out. I'm going to catch up on my reading. Might even be able to play tennis and golf. It's easy prison time. No one wants. I wouldn't want to be stuck at English Turn Golf and Country Club for 7 months straight, by choice. But go there, and then 3 months in a halfway house, and in less than a year, I get $1.3 million, and then my restitution is $500 a month. $500 a month, $6,000 a year, but you keep the 1.3 million? No, it's mind blowing. White collar crime does pay in New Orleans and Louisiana. Ask Irvin Mayfield. Ask Bob Dean, the infamous nursing home clown. 3 years probation. Liz Murrill, the AG, state of Louisiana, kind of miffed, vexed, perplexed, as she should be. She's like, hey, I respect the justice system, but this guy deserves jail time, and she's right. How Bob Dean is getting 3 years probation only is beyond me. That's not justice. My grandmother, grandfather, mom or dad dies at that warehouse, and Bob Dean gets 3 years probation. I'm pissed. That's not justice. I'm writing the judge a letter. I'm really upset. Just want justice. Can't get the parents back, grandparents back. Can't get the ones that are still alive that suffered unnecessarily in their golden years. But boy, Bob Dean gets probation only? That's not justice.